everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another process video for you. Today I'm once again working with my Scraptastic kit for November along with the add-on kit from my stash that I made to go along with it. And for my background paper today, I am going to be using this Heidi Swap paper from her September Skies line. And now I'm just pulling out some scraps I have from my Scraptastic kit, this diagonal stripe, which is from the DIY collection from Pebbles by Jen Hadfield, and then this floral piece, which is also from that same line. And I really like the floral piece, and I like how it really matches what my niece is wearing. But it's just too bold to be in that big a piece for this layout. So I take this dotted chevron piece. This is also by Jen Hadfield, but it's from an older line called Cottage Living. And I'm going to go ahead and border my photo with it. And then I am going to use that floral piece. I'm just going to use it in a smaller size. I debate the triangles, but it's too graphic for my layout. So I grab my cutter and I just trim that piece down. And I like to apologize. Something happened when I was editing this photo that made the transitions very guttural, I guess would be the best word. I can't really think of the word to say for it. But so it's choppy. That's what I'm looking for. It makes the transitions a little choppy. So I apologize for that. I'm not sure if it's going to fix itself when it renders the video, but if it is choppy too, I really do apologize. So I get this all set and I go ahead and put it down on the paper, and then I get my title out using the patchwork stickers that came in the kit. And so I'm pulling out, my title's going to be at 3 months, and I no longer have any T's, so I go and pull an F. And then I remember, oh yes, you silly, silly girl, you wanted to do a bit of mixed media with this layout. So I grab my Distress Spray in Abandoned Coral, and I'm just going to do the smooshing technique, and it's going to look pretty awful. I did add water to that, but I just cut it out. Yeah, it's going to look pretty awful, but I know I'm doing it right over my photo, so all you're going to see is the top and the bottom, and I did add a little bit of misting droplets to both of those, and then I did dry this, but the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use texture paste and this stencil that came with the kit, and I'm not going to do all 5, I'm just going to do a few on each upper and lower, and I put that aside. I'm sorry, I thought I had recorded that, but it was one of those things where you turn it on and I turned it off to do something and then I forgot to turn it back on. So that is now drying, and while it's drying, I'm using my circle cutter thingies. Yeah, that's the technical term from Creative Memories. So obviously these are quite old, and I'm cutting out different words from the same paper that has the diagonal stripe on one side, has these little 2x2 things on the other side. I think it's called From Me to You. So everything is now dry, and the thing I think that's really cool with the texture paste, if you color underneath it, it brings forth the color through the texture paste. So the areas that are white have white texture paste, and the areas that are that pink have the pink texture paste. And I just think that looks really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get my title laid down back on the paper, and then I've got those 3 circular pieces of paper, and that's not where they finally end up. So I'm going through the DIY ephemera pack, and the only thing that I'm going to end up using is that hello banner at the bottom of the photo. Everything else, a lot of these are either large frames or they are words like thinking of you and thank you and hello. Well, the hello is okay, but a lot of these I'm probably not going to end up using on my layouts. I'm going to end up putting into my card making supplies, all of those banners, because I just think they'll work a lot better with that. I do grab these last 3 vellum leaves that came in the kit. I used 6 of them on another layout, and I'm just going to add those 3 right behind the upper part, and that's when I move that circular item over to there to help create a nice embellishment cluster. And I also pull out that navy blue Grateful Flare, and that also came in the kit. And that's not going to end up there, but those do stay together. And I'm very happy with the way this is turning out. I love the colors of it. I love the colors in this kit. It's just so gorgeous with these corals and navies. It's just a very pretty combination. Now, I grab from an older Maggie Holmes sticker set that was part of my add-on kit that I made, that little bunny. And I think that's, it's a 3-month-old little baby, so a bunny is totally appropriate. And then I grab another sticker from there as well. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, you know what? I know on this sticker set, there's also a deer. And honestly, I'm never, ever, ever going to use a deer somewhere else. So I might as well add that to it. And so I moved the Hello banner and the Grateful Flare over to where the deer is, just to make another cluster. And I'm trying to see if that puffy sticker that says hello will work. And because that circle is over by the edge, it's not going to work, but that puffy fox will totally work. So I figure if it's a little baby, I can have bunnies and foxes and deer all over the page and be totally happy. So the whole point of this layout is at 3 months, and then I'm going to continue on the journaling, is sometimes the only thing that will calm a fussy baby is a ride in the car. My niece and her mother were heading somewhere, and her mom said, I didn't know if we were going to make it because she was just very, very fussy. And so she's like, but I popped her in the car, and by the time we got there, she was super happy. So I grabbed three different embellishment. Oh my goodness, the words have stopped coming to my brain. Enamel dots. I'm adding 3 sets of enamel dots to each of the embellishment clusters, and that was the sentence I was actually going for, along with a couple of word stickers from the Simple Stories I Am collection that I added to my add-on kit. And those enamel dots have like a wood grain to them, which I thought was perfect since the title was in the wood grain. It helped pull some wood grain into other areas of the layout. Now I'm just using one of the label stickers that came in the kit to do my little bit of journaling about taking a ride in the car, helping with a fussy baby, and I'm going to get that down and then add a little bit of gold Heidi Swapp color shine. Ooh, words! And that's going to be it for my layout today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment. If you want to flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Have a great day, everyone. Bye!